What is up, you guys? Nomicon here, bringing you my perspective as to what entertainment is bringing us, and welcome to another discussion video. And this one has been a long time coming, And I'll be talking, I'll be discussing how I'll be discussing about the Nintendo Direct that happened last month on June 2024, and and since there is a lot to and there's a lot to talk about this direct. I feel I didn't want to do this alone, and thankfully I got two other people with me. And the first person I want to introduce is a fellow content creator of mine, and he's also the guy that makes my thumbnails. And his name is BlazinBacon. How are you doing today?
Whoa, dog, why'd you out me like that? Yo, pleasure to be here, man. Long time no talk to. Long
Of,
time no talk to.
of course, of course. Yep. So these two guys that I'm introducing are basically the same guys that were in the this where that were in the Mario movie discussion. And the second person I'll be introducing is FlareFrost. How are you doing today?
I'm just hanging out, so ready to discuss some things. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
Oh
there's a
yeah,
lot.
there's definitely a lot. Yeah.
All right, let's start off with what Nintendo decided to start off big for some goddamn reason. Mario and Luigi Brothership. I okay before this game was revealed, um, everyone thought this franchise was dead, and for good reason. That's mainly because Alpha Dream went bankrupt, and we did not know who were going to be the developers for this franchise. So, and we thought everyone thought Nintendo didn't know what to do with this franchise. So the future looked very grim. It was not looking good for this franchise. And then lo and behold, this came out of nowhere, and this is basic. This reveal was basic. This reveal could have been my favorite reveal in the direct, but there was another reveal on the direct that was equal in my eyes. But we'll get to that later. I'll tell you what was that in my eyes. But Mario Luigi Brothership looks absolutely amazing so far. I'm loving the art style. I it the Mario Luigi series has never looked better than it ever has. And honestly, and it looks like looks like we have brand new original characters, brand new enemies. It's Mario Luigi's back. Mario Luigi is back, baby, and I can't I cannot wait to get this. I cannot wait to endure in this franchise again. All right, Frank. All right, Flare Foss. Let's see how you feel about Mario Luigi Brothership.
What I felt about Mario Luigi Brothership, yeah, beforehand, I felt pretty, pretty good. So I'm just ready to move on to other games. But once Mario Luigi Brothership has been revealed, it's like pulling me back into some nostalgic memories. So Mario Luigi is definitely in my heart. So it says a lot. So when I played Bowser's Inside Story for the first time, for Brothership, however, I was first expecting it to be. I was never expecting it to be to be a remake of an older game because of this transition from the two from sprites to 3D. And so because it's a new game with all these new characters, I'm just blown away. Yeah, and I'm leave myself questioning who is running this series now because Albatream is no more, and so we don't know how to keep the we don't even know how to which company keeps the choo choo train going. And I'm just really blown away and excited about more Mario Luigi content. And before I can close it off, Alpha Dream never dies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you, Blazing Bacon.
Um, yeah, I mean, this is like a huge shock to me when I first saw it. It definitely started off with a bang. When I first saw it, I was caught off guard. I really like I like the direction they're going with with kind of referencing the art style being similar to kind of the box art on the previous games. I really like that. I think it's really cool. I think the characters are really expressive as well. Like especially like Luigi and the scene where he's like running from the people. I'm really interested to see what they do for like for gameplay mechanics and things that will spice up stuff. And yeah, I mean, like I'm really happy. I'm glad that Mario Luigi's back. As FlareFrost said, it has been a while since the Alpha Dream shutting down thing, and you know, um, I assume the leading theory is maybe like remnants of them at least came together to try and maybe work with somebody else to bring the series back, but I'm happy he's back. It's a revival of the Mario RPGs. We got Mario RPG the remake, and then we got Paper Mario A Thousand Year Door remake, and now this is it's a triple whammy. So I'm happy about it.
Yep. Speculated that this game is developed by Ilka. Um,
Hmm.
the Yeah, so um, hopefully they learn from the mistakes that was Shining Diamond. So, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, but One Piece Odyssey looks great. So Shining Diamond is probably on most likely on the Pokemon Company.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Dragon Quest III remake. So we haven't heard any updates regarding this remake for years. That was until they revealed to us the release date. They showed us more footage, what the game, what the to see if there were any gameplay changes, and yeah, that was cool and all. But got me, what really got me got me excited was not only they're remaking the third game, they're remaking the first and second game. Oh, yeah, that was hype. That is hype actually. It's I feel that this will be these three games will be these remakes will be perfect games for any newcomers of the series. So this is a pretty hype inclusion. I'll start with Flare Foss. What did you think of this announcement?
Dragon Quest III, yeah, all I can say is that I'm really happy for most of the RPG people out there. I know that I'm not that type of person who is into that sort of subgenre, but mainly though a lot of info going in, making you have to read an entire encyclopedia of Dragon Quest info. But I don't know much about it. The only time I've heard about it is by the Smash Bros. Reveal, which it's unfortunate for me, because it's taken it's speaking a lot from a person who's been through an extensive amount of knowledge of Mario games. But yeah, all I can say is that I'm really happy for the Dragon Quest fans to dine in to those remakes if they can.
All right, you Blazing Bacon.
Yeah, same honestly. I think one thing for me is I really love the company that makes these RPG titles really putting their foot in the door. It's made by, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, Darwin, it's made by the same people who made Octopath Traveler
Correct.
and Octopath Traveler 2 and that other game where it's like the past and the future one. I forgot the
Uh,
name of it off the
I,
top of my
I
head.
don't know if it's pronounced Live Alive or Live a Live.
Right, Live a Live, yeah. Or Live Alive, yeah. I think something like that. Yeah, so I'm a fan of that company. So I really like their art style as well. And I think Dragon Quest 3 to do like a HC2 remake. I actually heard about this game like all the way back when it was first revealed during the anniversary of Dragon Quest. I think it
Yes.
was 2021
Yes, it
when they
was.
had like when they had like the direct and stuff. So I'm interested to see what they do. I'm glad they remade it because I feel like it's kind of, especially since there's a lot more Dragon Quest fans because of what happened with like Smash Bros and Dragon Quest 11 being pretty good game to get into the series. And now there's a lot more Dragon Quest fans out there. So I'm glad that like Dragon Quest 3 is getting a HD remake. And I know Dragon Quest 3 is like a really popular series or a popular game in the series, and it's like one of the most beloved ones. So I'm glad it's getting an HD remake, and I'm excited to play it because once again I really like the people who made Octopath Traveler, and yeah.
Yeah, I played the I played the I played one and two, the those mobile versions on the Switch. One was fine for what it is, but it's pretty basic. Two sucks. Like it actually sucks. So
Damn.
I really hope those remakes fix a lot of the things that the original versions have. So I hope but I trust Team Asano. They can cook. But as you can see with Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 and Live Alive. But the main dream that people want them to do is Chrono Trigger. I'm a I'm also people. I want them to do Chrono Trigger, but
Big proponent of that as well.
yeah, but that's a lifelong dream. That's the dream. We move on.
Is before we move on, do you think one was one of the, did they have like pacing issues, or what was the issue with two? Was it like imbalance?
Octopath Traveler 2.
No,
I
no, no,
don't.
no, no. Dragon Quest 2.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Uh, um, the first one. It's just very short. Like it took me like 5 hours to finish it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very short. Two. They introduced so many things, but like it falls flat for me. Like they introduced so many things without giving it much thought.
mm, okay.
And we move on to a big first party reveal: The Legend of Zelda: The Echoes of Wisdom. So, well, the first few seconds that I saw when I first saw the trailer, I I instantly thought that it was the remake of the Oracle games based on the art style, solely based on the art style because the art style is ripped straight from the Link's Awakening remake. So that's what I that's what I assumed it was. And that was until I noticed that a few seconds that I noticed for a few seconds that that it they focused on Zelda, so I was like, wait a minute, is this a brand new game? Lo and behold, it's a brand new game in the Zelda series, featuring a playable Zelda, something that has been wanted by the Zelda fans for a long time, may I say. I'm not. Personally, I'm not big on Zelda, so I'm not sure if I want to get this game. But this is a pretty big deal for a lot of Zelda fans. I know that. So, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about Echoes of Wisdom, Flare Frost?
Yo, but how I feel is that first of all, I did joke on that title saying that it's the Legend of Link, but in all seriousness, I'm really intrigued on where they're gonna go with the Zelda and with Zelda's character into the game because I recently watched a video where Nintendo does female characters right more than AAA titles. So they nailed like Zelda Breath of the Wild nailed the personalities and what they do besides just being princesses and all they have so much more potential than that. So because of Zelda being playable for the first time, I am actually real. I'm actually really I'm actually really intrigued and digging into this concept. What are they gonna do with it? Are they gonna give her a bow like Twilight Princess? Who knows? it's a matter of time until the more details are revealed.
And you, Blazing Bacon?
I'm really happy they're changing the formula. I think one problem. I know a lot of people really like Tears of the Kingdom, but like I think as the years go on, I feel like a lot of people's issues with it is that it didn't do much different from Breath of the Wild. And I feel like this game solves that issue, especially when comparing it to the remake of the Legend of Zelda. I think it really works. I like this I like the mechanic, and I feel like it has a lot of possibilities, and it almost reminds me of like Mario Odyssey in the way it handles some things, like where you like can you utilize enemies, you can like utilize enemies, and I always like things like that, and it's always like really charming to me. So I'm really interested to see how they handle kind of the utilization of a lot of the items in the gameplay and stuff. So I definitely keep an eye on it for sure. It looks really cool. I like it.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to a licensed title that really intrigued me. The Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. We haven't. So what the reason why this one really intrigued me in particular is because first of all, it's a Looney Tunes. That I grew up with the Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes are my childhood. They're the face of Warner Brothers to me. So them. And also we haven't had a Looney Tunes game in quite a while. So and also, this is basically uh, the Warner Brothers' answer to Mario Sports Mix in a way. There's soccer or football if you're from Europe, South America, and there's also tennis, basketball, golf, and there's quite a bit of sport. There's quite a bit of selection there, and also the roster should be stacked. I mean, Looney Tunes has a wide range of characters to choose from. So I don't know how I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but certainly this was an interesting reveal. I am intrigued by it. It's mainly because of the art style. I really like the art style. Maybe that's just me. All right, how about you, Flare Frost? How do you feel about the Looney Tunes game?
How I felt is that I haven't even given much thought with Looney Tunes and such. The only thing I grew up as is the old cartoons and such. But I'd say it's a really I'd say it's a really great game to get a kick out of it if you're a long time Looney Tunes fan. I don't know much thought about it, but I'm just gonna say them right there and there. Yeah. Sorry if you're expecting much.
How about you, Blazing Bacon?
So I completely forgot about this. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think the roster should be pretty stacked. I really like I like the stages too. Like I like the like obviously there's the one with Marvin the Martian room, or the Marvin the Martian level. There was a level with like the Granny and Tweety and Tweety Bird, I call it Tweety Bird and stuff. So yeah, I guess my only concern, and I agree with you, Darwin. I really like the art style as well. I think the art style is really nice. I like the cell shaded uh art style of it. The only thing I probably say I'm worried about is if it kind of has the same issues that kind of the Mario sports games have been having recently, where it's all like very bare bones in terms of in terms of kind of how each game plays. Like hopefully there's like more to it. There's like a little more to it. Not saying that it should be like I should have like whole mechanics, different mechanics and stuff, but hopefully there's more to it in terms of like how you play and stuff. But yeah, it looks cool. I like it. I like it. It should be a fun time.
From what I've seen, there this game should not have the issues that games like it was Battle League or Nintendo Switch Sports is suffering from. It looks like the content is looks like it has a lot of quite a bit of content to pull from, and it the and the roster the roster looks pretty good. It should be stacked, like I said, because the Looney Tunes has a lot of characters to pull from. So it so I I'm I'm probably gonna pick this one up honestly.
The
And
last thing I'm gonna say, the last thing I'm gonna say is, if LeBron isn't in the game, then I'm not buying it.
but this is but this is it says Looney Tunes, not
Space
Space
Jam.
Jam.
That's my compromise.
All
Wow.
right, so I
All
accept that deal as well.
right.
There we have it.
Moving on to another first party game, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. All right, BlazinBacon, as the Donkey Kong connoisseur here in this discussion, how do you feel about this port, and how do DK fans feel about this in general instead of a new game?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I knew this was coming. So yeah, I really like the new Donkey Kong. It's actually shocking. I do wish that there would be a new one at some point, in the next like 30 years when I'm still alive. But I will take Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. So from what I understand, there's like one issue that obviously is Donkey Kong Country Returns, and I really like that game. I've played the Wii version. I've played the 3DS version as well. So, um, the Switch version having like both the content within the 3D version, but then HD. I really like that. I really like that. Because I really like the content they added to it in the 3DS version, and I think they're following the 3DS version in terms of like the health and stuff too. So it'll probably be a lot more casual and whatnot. Won't have like only two hearts and stuff. One thing I will say, a lot of people were very worried about like I think it was how the game looked. I saw like some people complaining about like how the game looked, but in my opinion, the game's not finished yet, so we'll just have to see how it looks at the end. But Donkey Kong always looks like really stylistically nice to me, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem for me personally. But yeah, no, I like this game. I like it. Am I gonna buy it? We'll see. We'll see, because I played this game like four times, like completely already. So I am interested to see. I may give it a fifth run, but yeah, we'll see. I like it though. I like it though. I just wish
Um,
they would release a new game, but it's all good.
yeah.
In
Uh,
accessibility standards, this is huge for new people coming into the Donkey Kong games. But for veteran standards, it's pretty mixed. So, coming from a person who played Donkey Kong Country Returns, fully completed to the fully completed the game with all puzzle pieces and all Kong letters. No all mirrors though. I'm not that crazy in my youth.
No, mirrors. Okay.
Yeah, so my only issue with the remake with the HD remake is that you're given an extra hit point for Diddy Kong and for Diddy and Donkey, and that sort of makes the game a lot more easier than what we could have thought. I get
what?
that.
I played the Wii version. One of the hardest games I've ever fucking played. This took me 10 years to finish it. 10 years, man. 10 fucking years.
Yeah, it's
Compare
difficult.
Compare that to Crash Bandicoot, how you're given one hit point to restart to the previous checkpoint. But I'm getting
Or
sidetracked.
now you could even compare it to like the previous Donkey Kong games. So the previous Donkey Kong games, I think you get two hits from Donkey Kong, and then Diddy Kong's one. So it's like, yeah, it's they don't hold your hand in the Wii version.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
it's
no.
really rough though.
Yeah.
But anyways, my exact thoughts here is that it's good for people to get more access to get more access to Donkey Kong, but I feel like there should be a difficulty option if they're going to stick with the three hit points. If veterans love the nostalgia, if veterans love the old version, the Wii version, then there should be an option to change to retro version. Sort of like how they did with Crash 4. How they had no lives versus no lives, so I mean unlimited lives with lives to count for.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should have a veteran mode. It shouldn't be that hard because like the gameplay is already there set for it, so it's not even like you gotta like balance stuff. So
Indeed.
I do hope they do that.
Yeah. For me, I don't think people were complaining how it looks like. People were mainly complaining. I see the main complaint I've seen about was the price.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I did see that too. It's a full 60, right? Or
Yeah, $60. The
yeah, it's full 60.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
a lot of people had that problem with Tropical Freeze too because at the time the Switch came out, like that game Tropical Freeze, correct me if I'm wrong, it came out like 2018, right?
2018, 2019. I don't.
The Switch on the one
Yeah,
that's
around
it
that
was
time.
yeah, it was like not too long after Tropical Freeze came out on the Wii U version.
Yeah.
So yeah, so for me, I have Tropical Freeze on the Wii U version, and that's essentially on my Donkey Kong console now. Like I just have like all the Donkey Kong games on it. So I
Same
just play
here, but I wish I can finish Tropical Freeze on Wii U. But I'll have to get back to it some year.
Please get
yeah,
around
no,
to
it's
it.
really good.
Please
I'm
finish
on
it.
I
World
actually
5 so far.
I actually want to play it again because that game is so good, man. I love level design in that.
It's yeah, I'm missing out a lot.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, I wish I was you so I could experience it again for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. As for me, yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns, getting the Switch port is pretty cool. I just feel bad for DK fans. They've been wanting a new game for so long,
That's
but
what I'm saying. Actually, it's a fun fact before we move on. There's a fun fact. There's actually someone I saw on Twitter, and they said I'm eating a banana every day until a new Donkey Kong game comes out. I don't know if they're still doing it, but like, Godspeed to that guy.
God's
Oh,
Godspeed.
banana.
Yeah, no.
Hey, at least bananas are healthy to eat.
That is true. He's got a lot of potassium.
Yep.
A lot of
A lot of
potassium.
potassium. I just hope the game sells well. I just hope this port sells well. But knowing that the Skyward Sword HD port sold well, I think Returns HD should do fine. At least I hope.
Yeah, I think I think since it came out, the 3DS one came out, I think, oh shoot. It was like
2013.
20 Yeah, it's 2013. I was gonna say 2013 or 2014, but I think I'm mixing up Tropical Freeze. But yeah, no, that game came out 2013. So it's been a decade plus since like Country Returns has had any sort of comeback, not counting like re-releases, ports on the, because I think it was on the Wii U, um, like in the virtual store. So yeah, I think other than that, it's like the first time it's been re-released outside it. So I hope it sells. I think it probably won't sell as well as Skyward Sword because Skyward Sword was like even longer ago, but I'm hoping it at least kind of sells well. I'll
Well,
buy it.
well, like Zelda, DK is a household name, so it has that advantage.
Very true, very true, very true.
All right, moving on to an announcement that was for me that was just as hype as Mario and Luigi Brothership. The Marvel vs. Capcom collection. It's Marvel, baby. Marvel is what many what many people thought was impossible that was announced at the direct. What many people thought was going to be announced at Evo was announced at the direct. I I am I still cannot believe that this is real. Oh God, I still can't believe this is real. We're finally getting we're finally playing. We're finally playing after so long. X Men versus Street Fighter. Um, Marvel versus X Men. Marvel versus Capcom 1. X Men Children of the Atom. And more the Punisher arcade game. And the big one of them all, Marvel versus Capcom 2. All in one collection for PS4, Xbox, and Switch. It's actually amazing. This is the best timeline, actually. Oh my god. And the FGC went went ballistic, just rightfully so. And if it wasn't if Mario Luigi Brothership wasn't announced, this would have been the highlight for me by far. Like I'm 100%. I'm 100% getting this day one. I'm buying both the Switch and PS4 versions because I want people to play. I want as many people to play Marvel as possible. Cause so, um, all right, FlareFrost. I'll hand this off to you.
I'm not. No, I want to get this out of the way, saying that I'm not a Marvel type of person. No, I get the culture in the superhero heroes in there, but I'm just not that type of person who takes on to that CGI art. But for Marvel versus Capcom, I've never actually heard of the I never actually heard of it until the Street Fighter was around me, and I can say, yeah, this is pretty. This is I can already tell that this is a huge deal for a lot of people. Prior, no, you know, yeah, just because I'm not a Marvel person does not mean I don't have prior knowledge about it. I just knew that it's a huge deal for fighting games and Street Fighter fans, Marvel as well. Yeah, yeah. I wish I know the history, but what I've known is that it's in the era of Street Fighter 3, I presume. But I don't know. But I wish I had more thought. But I'm just saying that right now that I hope the best for the best for you, Darwin, and all of the and everyone else watching this.
And you, Blazing Bacon.
Well, I don't know if I can top three. I don't know if I can top your reaction, dog. But but no, I really like I love when they do like these like collection type things. I feel like Capcom's been doing them quite a lot. Like I think they did it with the like a Mega Man series and stuff as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, I love when they do this. It gives people like the opportunity for people like Flare Frost who hasn't like gotten into it, right? It gives them like a perfect opportunity to get into it. I don't have much knowledge of like the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. I just know that they're really like high like they have a high praise. I think people say that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is like one of the best in the biz when it comes to like fighting games. So
Yes, that's
it's
correct.
definitely yeah, it's definitely cool seeing like this kind of come to a point where like everyone can play it. You know, accessibility always is like really cool, and so yeah, definitely. Like if the price is right, I'll shoot, I'll play it. I'll boot it up. I'll play it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't play a lot of fighting games. I played like Mortal Kombat. I played Mortal Kombat 11 in Smash Bros and stuff. So I'm not like the biggest fighting game fan, but I do really like this for like a lot of the fighting game community because like yeah, they definitely went ballistic when they when they heard about this for the first time for sure.
Yep. All right. Let's move
To
on
see it.
to a big first party title that was announced, Super Mario Party Jamboree. So I was still I was still not over the Marvel announcement. I was like, oh, I don't care about Mario Party, dude. We're getting Marvel's back, bro. Marvel's back. So yeah I never played Super Mario Party the first game. I mainly because I do not like the control system. I do not like the control system. So So, but the big praise I'll give to this to give to Super Mario Party was that it had a really huge roster. That was like the biggest roster in all of Mario Party. Just a shame that I did not like what I've seen gameplay wise. So it looks like Super Mario Party is trying to fix all. It looks like Super Mario Party 2 is trying to fix all the things that I had issues with on his predecessor with trying to focus on. They didn't announce it on the direct, but on after it they did say that you can use the control pad, you can use the pro controller, which is fantastic. That would mean I would definitely play this game at one point. So and the fact that they brought in two old stages, what Mario's Rainbow Castle and Western Land. So yeah, does that mean they'll bring back other older stages? I don't know. I doubt it. That's probably like the only two stages that they'll bring in. But I'll play it at some point. But I don't. I'm not sure if I'll probably play this over Superstars. Maybe I will, oh yeah, one other thing. A lot of people do not like Mario's Rainbow Castle. It's mainly because of the stage itself. The way that the stage is designed is just terrible. I have bias because of the music is amazing. I pray to God the remix is good because as much as a good game as Superstars was, the remixes were atrocious. They were absolutely terrible. The music was
Oh,
atrocious.
really? Damn.
All right, FlareFrost. I'll hand this off to you.
All right, so but Super Mario Party Jamboree, I have mixed opinions about them. Some of the aspects are good, while some of them need some fixing prior to that are already there in Super Mario Party. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the positives here. I'm gonna go over there. First off, yes, new Mario Party game. Everyone loves to see that after Superstars getting garnering in so much nostalgia over it. Second of all, I'm really I'm just really I'm just glad that they started remixing more remastering more stages. So like it's not just Peach's birthday cake, Yoshi's Tropical Island, Spaceland, Horrorland. No, it's a little bit more to flesh out with. My only one of the negatives that I have in this list is but please give the older, please give the newer titles some spotlight. So I get that 1, 2, and 3 are mostly recognizable out of the 10 of them. But give some stages to give some remastering to the GameCube ones, 4, 5, all the way until 8, unironically. My next concern is please try to balance please try to please balance out the coin requirements and the dice and the dice into it. I know it's not my thing with the Super Mario Party rules, but at least bump the price for the stars to 20 coins instead of 10 because you win the one mini game or get the star within 3 turns. That's impossible. Uh, yeah, it's just so much for you to banter about. But overall, Jamboree is a pretty nice Mario Party. I can dig it if everyone else wants to play. I'm gonna hand this off to the other person.
BlazinBacon, how do you feel about Super
Yes.
Mario Party Jamboree?
I I am that other person. Yeah, so I know that Super Mario oh my gosh, my fault. Mario Party Superstars. Like that game that released on the one that released on the Switch before. I think if correct me if I'm wrong, I might be wrong. Do people think that was like a step in the right direction in terms of like the gameplay aspect to it?
Mario Party Superstars, yes. From a gameplay perspective, yes, it was a massive step in the right direction. People call it the best
Okay.
Mario Party game since DS. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Golly, bro. But yeah, no, I think this one looks cool. I'm not too familiar on like the Mario Party series. I do like how they have the stages coming back. I kind of wish they would like bring back the stages. Like I hope that they bring like because it's already there. They may as well just bring the superstars, like the maps and superstar to Mario Party Jamboree. One thing I will say is this online aspect of playing up to 20 players is crazy. Like Mario Party is already hectic with I think with like 4 people. So having 5 times that roster is kind of insane.
Yeah, it's pretty
So I'm very curious on how that lands. It could either go. I feel like it could go either horribly wrong or horrible, like the greatest thing on planet Earth. I don't think there's a
wild.
thing that can be in between here. So
Yeah, that's what the famous quote says. Everyone is here.
I
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah,
Fair enough.
I forgot about that. Yeah, no, that's gonna be disastrous. That's gonna be a
Yeah.
complete disaster.
You think it's gonna be a disaster? Okay, okay.
That
I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
I'm certain of that.
I'm glad they have online in the game though. Like
Yeah,
that's a
that is true. That is true.
yeah.
Next announcement that stood out to me is the Ace Attorney Investigations collection. So as far as I know, so there's 2 games in this collection. So the first one was released in the states. It was for the DS. The second one did not. It was Japanese exclusive. I don't know too much about Ace Attorney. I've only finished the first game. I'm almost done with the sequel. So it's not like I'm 4 into Ace Attorney. It's just that I'm not caught up with it. Um so I think this is a I think this is a massive step in the right direction for the Ace Attorney franchise with the Ace Attorney with the Ace Attorney collection and the Apollo Justice collection and now the Miles Edgeworth games. So I hope this is a step in, I hope the next step is like a brand new Ace Attorney game, Ace Attorney 7, because from what I have heard, Ace Attorney 6 ended on a cliffhanger. So I hope this sells. I hope this collection sells well. I'll leave it there. I'll pass this off to FlareFrost.
Ace Attorney, yeah, I'm certainly grown fond with the games here. Not I haven't played them, but I've known them culturally by by the people and how this whole thing works. I know it's not I know it's not reality about court attorneys, but I certainly love the characters there. I know another person who is really into this type of genre, and he seems really excited about it. I wish I was given much more thought, but I'm just really happy for anyone else, any other fan to get some news with them because we haven't heard about them for some time now, and it's a good change of pace to announce those remakes as well.
New BlazinBacon.
Yeah, so I know a little bit about this, about like how crazy this is, a little bit. So I've played Investigations 1. I really like Investigations 1. 2 kind of has like that Mother 3 issue where like it was never brought to states, like it was like Japanese only, and then people did like a crazy mod of it, which is basically like they like upgraded like everything. They upgraded everything, translated everything, and you can play it like through means that I will not explain here because I don't know if that's like I don't know if I'm gonna get people in trouble with saying it, but basically, yeah, like people like it's like the like a cult following really love the Ace Attorney investigation series. I like it too. I think it's really cool. I like how they like mixed up the gameplay. One thing I'll also say is I also like how they have the option to play in the pixel art style compared to the other one. I think that's really cool. Just because the nostalgic reason. So it's always nice to have like that option if you want to play like the like in that style of like a pixel style or whatever. But yeah, no, I really like the Ace Attorney. I like Ace Attorney Investigations. And two, I'm really intrigued. I've seen somebody play it like a long time ago, but other than that, I don't really have much experience with it. So yeah, it's cool seeing it be like officially released. I feel like it's been a trend between that and then okay, maybe I should have thought of the game before I said it. But there's like them bringing like Japanese only games to the English demographic is fire. So yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yep. All right. Let's end this off with what is probably the biggest announcement of the direct, Metroid Prime 4. Wow, after 6 years, 6 fucking years, we finally get to see footage and not only footage, not just footage, gameplay footage of Metroid Prime 4. Wow, this game, wow, this game looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful, beautiful. Honestly, like, wow, I, it's real. It's fucking real. It's and honestly, like, I thought it was like a 2D Metroid game, but no. As soon as I heard the theme song, as soon as they turned around to the first person, no, I was like, oh, it's a wrap. It's Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, so yeah, this game looks absolutely beautiful. So from what I've heard, so the reason why they're in Samus is in a destroyed zone. Apparently, building that's being destroyed is the building of the Galactic Federation, and the reason why their building's getting destroyed is because they are experimenting with the Metroids, and basically Psylocke, the dude that showed up in the last minute of the trailer, Psylocke, who's apparently going to be the main antagonist of this game. He showed up to rescue the Metroids and destroy everything he sees fit because he fucking hates the Federation. So basically, what I'm trying to say is the Galactic Federation fucked around, and now they're about to find out. So yeah, this game looks absolutely incredible, dude. Yeah, Metroid has never looked better, and I pray to God this sells. I'm not sure if it's gonna sell as well as Metroid Dread. So yeah, after so long, y- y'all you y'all need to show up. Y'all need to show up for this game. I probably will show up for this game. You all need to show up for this game for all the demand, for all the cries that I've heard, for all the anger. You guys need to show up. All of you need to show up. Because if this sells because if this sells poorly, the future's Metroid is gonna look grim. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll pass this on to FlareFrost.
But Metroid Prime 4, it has been a weight of the world to be in this suspense for 8 years. Compared to compared to the amount of time we have to cope with Silk Song, I get that. But Metroid Prime 4 this is an example of a game anticipated so long that so it started to reveal itself when it's ready. Yeah, I'm just still really satisfied of how Nintendo is tying up those loose ends without giving it much repercussion. Excuse me. Yeah,
Uh,
but yeah, but so I'm but having Nintendo bringing all these old titles back to life. Giving older, giving revealing titles more spotlights, more information all around, and so all around, and giving giving more. Giving a lot more limelight into what they've originally succeeded with the Wii era. I'm all for it. So, especially for Metroid Prime being revealed, Metroid Prime 4 being revealed, and it goes beyond our expectations.
all right, BlazinBacon.
Yeah, so yeah, I was looking and like it really has been pretty 7 years. 7 years since that original trailer in 2017. That is insane. And now to finally get something like I'm sure the Metroid fans are they're eating good as they say. So the Metroid Prime, I don't have a lot of experience with like the Metroid series and stuff. So story wise, story aspect, I don't really have a lot to say. I do know who Silex is and stuff, but yeah, I'm really interested to see what his role is. Now, I think the game overall, I think Metroid is in like probably one of the best places it's been in for a very long time because Metroid Dread it did sell is one of the best selling Metroid games. So I think with that, and then with the hype behind Prime 4, and I think them also, I wish they kind of did it with 2 and 3, but them like remastering 1 definitely helps too, to get people like into the story. I think on my Wii U, I think I have the trilogy on my Wii U, so that's definitely something I'll definitely get into. This has been on my bucket list for a while, but yeah, no, I really like the trailer. The game does look really beautiful. Like, honestly, like it looks crazy. I'm interested to see like how big the world is because from what it seems like it's gonna be massive. Like you'll be able to go to a lot of different like areas and stuff. And yeah, I'm excited for it. It's really cool. It's really nice to like see Nintendo kind of like bring a series into the spotlight. And I think Metroid is like a series that like is definitely worth it. It's up. I wish it could be cool to see it up there with games like Splatoon and Animal Crossing in its popularity. So I do also hope it sells well. I will say that. So yeah.
Yeah, same. Well, I have my only experience with Metroid is that I have played a little bit of Prime One. I finished Zero Mission. One of the it's probably going to stand as my favorite Metroid game. I'm currently going through Samus Returns. Great game so far, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, and uh, yeah, I'm hoping I can continue with I'm hoping that I can continue with the Metroid series. And go. I have played Super Metroid, but I never finished it. That was a long time ago. Along with Fusion. I played both of those games. I never got around to finish it. But do remember enjoying them.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into Metroid too because it's definitely like one of the more like unique Nintendo franchises. So I really want to support it more.
Uh, and that's pretty much a wrap for the direct. That was honestly the best direct in years. Honestly, like there is so much content. There were so many fantastic announcements, such as
Hmm.
Mario Luigi, Marvel vs. Capcom, Metroid, Ace Attorney. The Echo Zelda, the new Zelda game, Super Mario Party. It's yeah. This direct was packed. It was stacked.
Yeah, no,
And
we can't forget like the best game though to come out, bro. Just Dance 2025 for a that's a slapper right there. Though.
the,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the,
it sure is.
exactly.
the only reason why I'm getting that game is because they added Green. Finally added Green Day. That is
Oh,
the only reason why I'm getting that game.
Unironic,
it is.
unironically, I see that in you.
Yeah, yeah. You know you guys both of you guys know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
no, yeah, no, I agree with you. I think this direct has been really good. I remember when I first watched it. Looking back on it, I definitely wasn't as impressed. But now that we've kind of like gone through all like the crazy announcements, I actually agree with you. I think this direct was really good. I think it's definitely been one of the best in a while for sure.
all right. That'll be the end of this video. So I'll start off with FlareFrost. So where can people find you?
Are we reflecting the direct?
Yeah. Uh,
So, oh, all right. So what I think about the direct is that honestly, this is the peakest of the peaks we ever had. So there's so many great titles to excite so many fans. Yeah, at a level, and I get that it's balancing out though the lesser known titles as well, but man, nothing can beat the highlights there. With Brothership with Brothership coming on November, you know, Anton Blast being on the same month as well. All I have to say is that because of the Nintendo Direct and all of the indie games coming into Steam and everything else, I feel like we've hit the golden age of gaming. There's so many great titles to accompany, yeah, and it's been so long since I don't know, we got 5, 7, or 9 great titles, all in the first half of the year. I know it's saying much, but I'm just pouring out my thoughts before we conclude this. So I'm passing the torch to BlazinBacon for this one.
Oh, wow, thanks, man. But yeah, overall good direct. I think I agree overall with everyone said. Shout out Just Dance 2025. And yeah, go ahead, Darn. Do you think, bro?
yeah. Honestly, golden age of gaming. Yeah. No, don't make me laugh. Come on, man. This is probably the one of the darkest periods for gaming, with all the massive layoffs, all the games getting all these big games getting being a live service product. Yeah, no. Literally it this only literally Nintendo's literally carrying this generation, literally carrying this gaming generation from its back. So Sony's games are getting but Sony's budget for its games are getting too big for its own good. Microsoft, I don't even know what Microsoft is doing, honestly. They're dealing with the FTC. They're dealing with all these closures with their studios, and along with Game Pass, yeah, increasing their prices. Yeah, this is far from a golden age of gaming. Honestly, this is a pretty dark age for gaming, if we're being honest here. So honestly, I'll end this video off by where where can you find my fellow peers, starting with FlareFrost. Where can people find you?
I'm not really that active in most social medias, but the best you can find me is on Mastodon. Mastodon. No, type in Fire Ice tonight to wait at at Guild .pmd collab. It's a mouthful, but I'm sure you'll get it in the description.
And Blazing Bacon, where can people find you?
Right. So my main channel, BlazinBacon, you check that out. It's Blazing, like just blazing, but without the G and then bacon. You should be able to find it. Or if you just type in however you want to pronounce Blazing Bacon and then type in your Luigi, you should be able to find it. So yeah, you can check me out there. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, the main channel. Yep.
As for me, you can follow me on Instagram, Backlogged and Letterboxd down in the description down below. Big, if you and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And this is Namicon, and I'll see you next time.